4 World Championships, there have been 12 medals won by 12 different countries, so this competition wide open. There's our first team today, throwing red, wearing the blue uniforms. That is the team from Great Britain. On the left of your screen, that is Jason Keane. On the right of your screen, that is Joanna Butterfield, who typically goes by Jo. And how are they doing so far? Had a sluggish start, but won their most recent game, so they'll be feeling confident after that victory. And now let's say hello to the team from the USA. On the left of your screen, that is Laura Dwyer. And on the right of your screen, that is Stephen Empt, typically going by Steve. They're wearing the white uniforms and throwing yellow stones. And yeah, I tell you, this competition is wide open. They have 2 wins on the board. They will also be feeling confident. All 8 teams in our competition, all 8 teams could very easily end up in a semi-final or on the podium. Truly our first champions here at the inaugural mixed doubles for wheelchair curling. Very difficult to predict. We are in for a fun game though here in session 4. Here we are. You can see the US and Great Britain right in the middle of the pack there. The team from China just starting to sneak ahead a little bit, but still plenty of games to go. Certainly all teams still have plenty of chance to qualify. There is the team coach for the British team, that is Luke Carson. He's an experienced curler himself in the men's game. And there's our team coach for the US, that is Pete Annis. Both of our teams have 26 minutes thinking time to play 8 ends. And if they wish, they can stop the clock and call for a coach timeout, and they will have a 1-minute interaction with their coach to give advice, share some scenarios. We play 8 ends. If scores are tied after 8 ends, we will play an extra end. We must have a winner.
That's good.
So it will be Jo Butterfield of Team Great Britain starting us off in session 4.
Just inside the logo.
Yeah, it might be a bit light. Sorry.
You see the little hammer there in the logo at the bottom of our screen. The little hammer is next to the flag of the Americans.
Come on, give it a tap.
That means that it's Team US who will have last stone in this first end.
Actually, the weight was okay, we just need a bit more ice.
More ice.
I think I was a bit inside the logo.
How do we decide that? Well, both teams have a short practice before the game begins, and at the conclusion of the practice, the teams throw 1 stone curling clockwise, 1 stone curling anti-clockwise.
Nice throw.
And cumulatively, the team that is closest to the centre with their 2 throws, they get the last stone advantage. They bring down the hammer.
Stay out.
And this time that was the US.
Stay out. Wait.
What was that time?
2-6.
Did I pull it in? Pinch it in a little bit?
Yeah.
Pinch it in? All right, let's knock it out.
So a wee bit loose from the first players there. Can take a few stones just to get used to the ice conditions. As you can hear,
See if I will stay top.
we're in the arena. We have plenty of people in the audience cheering the teams.
It's a little heavy.
Mine's closer.
Hang on, out the back, Joe. Sorry.
That makes for a really fun atmosphere for us viewers. But it is a very different atmosphere, technically speaking, in terms of the humidity, the air currents, that sort of thing. It can be a challenge for the ice crew just to keep the ice in the best condition. can depend on the weather outside, if it's raining outside, that can affect the moisture in the air. So yeah, it can sometimes just take the teams just a stone or two to just get the feel for the ice today.
3-5.
Steve Empt rounding us off. And then all 4 players will have thrown their first stone and settled the nerves.
Yep.
You can see behind the player there, that is one of our many ice player assistants. We're used to our IPAs here in the wheelchair game. They typically manage the stones. They clean the bottom of the stone, put the stone in front of the player. They make sure stones out of play at this end are taken out and not in the way. There you go. There's a little red stone behind the IPA, she or he. They just keep the stones tidy at both ends.
13-5, yeah.
And a new role is supporting the thrower, typically in the 4-person game. And this is what the British team do.
Definitely later.
Mine's close.
They support each other's chair while they're throwing, just so you don't slip. For some teams, they have a player at either end so that
nice,
you're
Jay.
aiming for the brush of your compatriot.
Looks beautiful, Jay.
And in that case, the
13-7.
ice player assistant will
Come
hold
on,
your chair while
Jason,
you
that's
throw.
the
And
one.
goodness me, look
Come
at that from
on.
Jason Keane. Had one stone to kind of get a feel for it, and his second stone has just sunk straight into the middle. Look at this. Perfect line, perfect weight, and I'm just going to stop right ahead of that tee line. That is a wonderful throw from Jason Keane. And look, all of a sudden, all 3 of those yellows are outcounted by that red. It's suddenly putting all the pressure back on the US.
Yep.
So we'll see the 2 different styles. The British team, both of them typically stay at the throwing end together.
That's a good one, Steve.
And the American team, they typically have
Beautiful.
one person with the brush, and that's a great reply from Steve Empt. Aiming for his partner, Laura Dwyer, holding the brush at the other end.
I just don't want.
And that is entirely up to you. There's no rule about it.
Then I want to stick with the guard.
Yeah, that's good. That's just outside that.
Yeah. Right.
Let me get a time.
49.
Yeah, 14's lovely.
Yeah.
Mine's nice.
We'll hear a lot of communication from the British team. That's really a hallmark of all the British teams. Lots of communication, and that seems to work for them. Both of them staying at the throwing end together. Occasionally, they come up to have a look if there's a lot of stones in play. That is strong again from Jason Keane.
That's a shame.
What he has done now is block access to that dangerous yellow that Laura Dwyer was just having a look at. And this is a great start for the British team. A couple of losses in their first games.
Yeah.
Nose on the red.
Nose
But
it.
they really found their stride
9-5.
in session 3 and
9-5.
a great start here in session 4.
Stay out.
Touch
Stay
it.
out.
Hold, hold, hold.
Stay. Stay.
9-6.
9.
Oh, so close for Steve Empt. And there's our first example of the increased degree of difficulty for the wheelchair throwers. If I could have dropped some sweepers onto the ice for Steve Empt, I'm pretty sure I could have got them to sweep it around that stone in the front. But the first thing you notice with wheelchair curling is
Corner
that
ice.
no sweeping.
Corner, definitely.
14-5.
14-5.
Yeah, like that.
Long.
No sweeping, that increases the degree of difficulty on every shot.
Get it sitting at 18-inch line.
Perfect.
So it makes it difficult for him. Right.
So still plenty of stones in play.
You.
Some kind of idea for Britain.
Take time. Yeah, that's you. Right into the corner. So, you've got you. Right there.
Felt like it was lighter than my last, so hopefully it's not too heavy. Looks like it's going though. Looks a little bit heavy, sorry, yeah.
I've got 86. Come on, Phil.
Well, Joe Butterfield wondered if that was a bit heavy, so if it was travelling a bit too far.
Still there.
I think that's found
A bit too deep.
a good spot.
A bit too deep. Line was lovely.
That's the situation.
9-5.
Here comes the hammer then for this first end. That is going to be thrown by Laura Dwyer from the US.
Good. Right on. That work. That work. Curl.
So the stone moving at pace, it wants to
Get it.
just catch that yellow. Oh, very close.
One red.
A good try from Laura Dwyer. You could see what was the idea there.
Time was good.
That stone just wanted to curl a
Good
little
time.
bit more, catch slightly more of the yellow, and just pop that yellow towards the centre to remove the red. So a good try from the US, but after that wonderful throw from Jason Keane, it is a steal for Great Britain. That means you score points even though you don't have last stone. And overall then, after the first end, it's Great Britain leading the US 1-0.
Stay right back. Nice draw there, Jay.
No, I was going anti-clock, so same ice. Here. Anti-clock. Good. Ready, good shot.
Nice start from both teams then in the first end, but it was this key shot from Jason Keane. Look at that, perfect line, perfect weight. And the US just struggling to do anything about that stone. Britain just blocking access. And it is Britain that are rewarded with stealing 1 point. They get a point even though they didn't have last stone. And if you score, you get any points, then the hammer goes to your opposition in the next end. So hammer stays with the US. It is Britain leading US 1-0.
I don't mind if you're a little bit higher.
Outside of it.
Right, we're 1-2 over. Right,
Think
that's
13-5.
good. You are good to go whenever you feel ready.
Joe Butterfield then, again leading us off in end 2. Great Britain stealing a point. They got 1 point even though they didn't have hammer, they didn't have last stone. Here in mixed doubles, the throwing order is different compared with the more traditional 4-person discipline. So in the mixed doubles, 2 stones are already placed, 1 for each colour.
3-5.
And then we throw 5 stones. 1 player throws stones 1 and 5.
3-6.
Teammate throws stones 2, 3, and
3-6.
4. You can switch positions whenever you want. So the person throwing 1 and 5, they can switch in the next end, they can throw 2, 3, and 4.
Nice row.
And vice versa.
You gotta go.
I don't see that too often, but sometimes it can just help to just switch things up, change the energy. And that's not allowed in the 4-person discipline.
Gotta stop.
Easy. Easy. Sit. Sit.
How much I clear that by? 3-6 would have made it? Glad to be under it.
Similar start here in the second end. It's a different rhythm. If you're playing stones 1 and 5, you've just played stone 5 in the first end, and then you have to kind of take a deep breath, settle yourself, and play stone 1 in the second end. So it's quite a different mental rhythm, physical rhythm. It's quite a challenge.
Line's not bad.
Yeah, volleyball 12.
Weight feels close. Go.
The weight feels close, said Jason Keane.
Go.
He's done it again. He has done it again. That is a fine throw from Jason Keane.
Sit the top shot.
Lovely.
If I was being uber critical, the only slight concern with that throw is that, as you can see, it doesn't quite stop before the tee line, before that thin horizontal line. It just slips past, which means there is space for the US to follow that stone, but it will have to be very precise. That's the situation. So you can see there is space in front of that red, just thrown by Jason Keane, but needs to be very precise. And as we've already said, no sweepers here in wheelchair curling. Once this stone is released, you can't affect it. The weight looks nice from Steve Empt. This looks really nice. This looks lovely.
Get there.
It has got there. Wonderful reply from Steve Empt. And that is how good you have to be at this level. Fine shot from Jason Keane, leaving a stone's worth of space only, but Steve Empt says, that's all the space I need. And he drops a yellow right on top of that red.
Feels a little heavy.
It's probably just outside 12. Should have said 4 was okay there.
A little bit heavy, sorry.
It's all right? Yeah. Oh, I missed it, sorry. I don't think it's too bad, you know?
I felt this red was a little bit heavy. It's half a metre heavy, which at the club probably would be okay. But at this level, you need to be so precise.
Yeah, just touch it.
That's the situation from the overhead. We can see it's the Yellowstone.
A little more room then.
Fully in over the logo, Paralympic Winter Games logo.
That 13, even like 2-8.
We see yellow is lying 1. That means currently yellow is scoring 1 point.
Little less.
There's the ice player assistant at the other end. They're just holding the players' wheels, making sure they're steady, don't slip. Running on a little bit as well. He doesn't want to touch his own stone. Oh, that's found a really nice spot. Goodness me, I think every stone is right in the centre at the moment. Very busy house. That is the situation. And this is so typical in mixed doubles. You have loads of stones in play. That's why the discipline was invented, really. It's an aggressive setup already, having the stones in play when we start the end. It really encourages this aggressive play. Lots of stones in the house, lots of angles. Fun for us viewers to watch. And that is another super reply from the British team. Anything you can do? Well, maybe not better, but I can certainly do just as well.
I didn't get a timer. I didn't stop it.
It was close there, isn't it?
Yeah. Someone's like that, same two. You gave me a 2.8, that was great. 2.5 is fine. Get to the middle of those two.
Get to the middle of those two, says
I'm
Laura
gonna pinch you
Dwyer.
in a little. Go 5.
If you can get this yellow stone that's coming up, if you can get that to just connect right between the yellow and the red stone, you should pop the red a little bit out, and you will be directing a little bit in towards the centre. Not much space for any of the stones to move very far, though. This is pretty again from Steve Empt. That's exactly where she said she wanted to connect. I think that's still 1 yellow, but importantly, Stephen Empt has changed the angles a bit again. He's set up a stone for Laura Dwyer to have a chance to punch it forward and make more than 1 point with her
Just
final
can't see
throw.
we're getting any more than
No,
one.
so we'll just...
Steve was close with that last shot, but
Yeah, we'll just... Put one on the top line, yeah?
that would be perfect. I just can't get in that red.
End of the barrier.
One stone left for each team in the second end.
Right. No one, you're right. They want corner race.
I think just outside.
Just outside. So you're pretty much higher T-lane barrier.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Right, 2 seconds. Right, I've got you.
This is the kind of end,
Nice line.
if I'm
Outline.
helping folks learning, that I would say, you know what, if you're Great Britain here, 1 point to the US, that's fine for you. You don't need to
not
work
heavy,
too
it's
hard
low,
to
Lovely.
do anything more exciting or anything more risky. It's only the second end, and 1 point to the US. That simply levels the scores, but you will get the last stone advantage back. And that is exactly what Great Britain are aiming for. They've simply blocked that path that both teams have been using to get to the centre. And I'm not sure there is a shot for the US to make more than 1 point here. What do you think?
Ready?
Just throw it away. Yeah.
Just throw it away, says Steve Empton. I fully agree with him. I think you can do more harm than good here. The reds are so close to those yellows that if you try anything, you might end up giving a shot away by mistake. So Laura Dwyer just deliberately throwing that stone super short, staying well away from the situation in the house, in the rings.
Come on, Joe.
And why is Steve Empt waiting there
One
for
yellow?
Joe Butterfield
Okay,
to
thank you.
show up? That's because the two teams do need to agree. So it's fairly clear. Yes, it's 1 yellow,
Man, I still think I could have.
but that's the correct process, to just agree that with the other team before our ice player assistants start tidying the stones. So again, some sharp shooting from the British team there, just blocking that stone in, but it is a score of 1 to the US. And after 2 ends, the score is 1 each.
On to the next one. Yep, perfect, like, great spot on, thank you. I just...
Everybody having great weight for their stones in the second end. That was a bright start from Jason Keane. What a response from Steve Empt.
Get there.
However, when that area is so crowded already, it can be quite difficult to get a second point, and that's exactly what ended up happening. That 1 yellow, counting at the conclusion of the second end, it's 1 each. That's where we are then. It looks like a conservative kind of opening with low score. And that's not the case. We've had some really accurate throws from both teams. But just not too much space to get a second point. So it's 1 each going into the third end. We saw the team from the US there.
Come on. Come on.
Just crossing hands together. You see them do that every end. Just take a deep breath together.
Stop now.
Very nice.
Let's just focus on the next end, focus on what we need to do, and it certainly works for them. That is a super opener from Laura Dwyer.
Coach just said we're getting in deep, so we're just sinking ourselves as we're coming in. We're coming deep.
For the first time in the game then, it is Great Britain with hammer with the last stone.
The agitos.
The little agitos,
Yeah.
like
You can
that.
see the little hammer in the graphic next to the British flag
Right
now.
on the agitos, Stuart. Right up there. Yep. Sorry, hold your hand.
Is that your hand? Sorry. It's going to be short again then, eh?
Here it goes. 13 exactly.
Good way.
Ooh, this is nice from Joe Butterfield. Just holding its breath to get around that centre guard out front.
Is your hand all right?
2 nice stones from
What I was more bothered
the
about was
ladies
where
here
you were.
with their first throws.
You were right on the line, though.
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay,
I think I just felt a tickle.
Who still shot?
3-1.
Who shot?
Yellow.
We little less. You're coming like a 13.
Yeah. Mine curled.
Curling predates the metric system by many hundreds of years. And for that reason, you will still hear all curlers talk about the 12-foot, that's the blue circle, the 8-foot, which is the white circle, and this stone is heading towards the 4-foot, which is the green circle.
Yep.
Fabulous shot from Steve Empt. And I know plenty of people who play all the time with sweepers who would love to be this accurate. Here it comes, just snuggling itself into that little space. That yellow is going to be awfully difficult to remove. It is surrounded by stones, and Steve Empt rightly giving himself a clap there. And this is one of the difficulties, or one of the strategies that makes your opponent's life difficult in mixed doubles. If you can pile all your stones into that 4-foot, it gets very busy very quickly. I think that's about as good as Jason Keane could have done. As we said, that yellow previously thrown by Steve Empt, right in the middle of a little nest.
Tap that one next time.
And there was no way you could remove that yellow in one go. So I think this is as good as he could have done. He just moves things around a bit. He makes a space behind that yellow that's currently lying shot. But you can see a busy already in that green 4-foot circle. That is the way to frustrate your opposition, and that is the objective for US in this third end.
Wait, still, we're fine.
Still pretty early. Third end out of 8. No need to take too many risks. They just want to stop Great Britain being able to score a lot of points here. And there are 2 ways to do that. Either you try to remove British stones, so you're playing strong weight, just trying to punch their stones out of play entirely, or you get to the centre first, make it busy, don't give Britain space to make points. And that's how the US are frustrating Britain in this third end.
Yeah, you're just outside edge of 8 there.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah.
Let me get a time for you.
Yep.
Right, I've got you.
Yep.
Going down.
It's a little tight. Just need to make it past the guard, I think. Still.
He's just caught that centre guard, Jason Keane, but that's not a terrible plan B there. What that has done is opened up a path right up the centre now.
Edge of 8.
It's rarely a bad outcome if you have last stone and you remove a centre guard.
I'm looking at this, Steve, this yellow-red.
See, doesn't that look
You draw right in the pile.
a bit nicer
I
now?
think you just drop. Same way.
If you're Britain, you can see a lot more of the
Last
stones
wave was good,
in
right?
that green 4-foot
Last way
circle.
was great. Remember him. Yep.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
It's a decent effort from Steve Empt. It
Okay, but
curls a
let's-
little bit more than he
6
wanted.
more
He
than
really
the last
wanted
one.
that a little bit more to the right of the line as we see the
Same kind of
overhead.
shot is good.
Yep.
No more weight.
Yep.
Weight was good. That red stone, just inside of that red stone.
Yep. So handle the red stone outside.
Yeah, it's not inside of it.
Right up.
Little one to your left. Another little one.
Jason Keane, another milestone
Yeah.
Right.
in this
Similar
already
weight.
milestone event. First time for
Got ya.
mixed doubles in wheelchair curling. Jason Keane is the very first person on ice in the Great British team to have come through
Little bit
English
inside.
curling.
How's the weight?
I think it's
Typically,
light.
the teams representing all of Great Britain. That's a Olympic and Paralympic thing. Typically in curling, it's Scotland, England, Wales, and all of Ireland.
See what we're going to do with yours.
And Jason Keane, the very first person to represent Team Great Britain from English curling. So, big milestone and big congratulations to him. Also part of the 4-person team.
Little tight, little light.
Gained promotion from the World B division up to the World A division with Team England, finishing 8th in the latest Worlds. Joe Butterfield with Team Scotland, finishing 7th in the latest Worlds. And she has a bronze medal from 2023 at Worlds, so plenty of experience in the British team at this level, but more in the 4-person discipline. And as we can see, that doesn't always translate to mixed doubles success. It's quite a different rhythm. It's quite a different game.
Take it away, take it away, take it away, take it away. That's fine. That's
That
fine.
is fine from Laura Dwyer. That's more like it. She has really blocked the path
Yeah, it's our goal, right?
to the button there, right in the middle.
Yes. Okay.
So you didn't need
Right
to be...
out, right round.
Yeah, you didn't need to be heavy.
Right round.
Yeah,
And I knock them in for 2.
yeah, I don't think so.
Are they 2?
No, it's just one.
Okay, full 12.
Yep.
Situation is
If you tap off that yellow, you'll drop in nice.
yellow lies
Okay.
one.
Just the side of the yellow, yeah?
So, sorry, you need to just go on to that back red.
Yeah, perfect,
There you
yeah.
go. Right, yeah, you're full 12.
13.5.
Yep.
Low 13s.
British team think there is space to sneak this red in and try to score 1 point, but that fine throw from Laura Dwyer
Can't do any damage.
has made it much more difficult.
It's all right. Yeah, it looks well heavy.
Touch there, yellow, sorry.
See? We've got to steal one.
And you heard Joe Butterfield saying, yeah, she just didn't want to touch those yellows. There was a lot of danger in that shot. It was a good effort. But yeah, that was a risky shot, a dangerous shot. There were plenty of yellows that could have been tapped in. But that's a really strong end there from the US. They prevented Britain from scoring, and they have also stolen a point themselves. They've got a point without having last stone. They'll be delighted. That was one yellow, and that means that after a third end, our overall score, that will be a point to the US, and after 3 ends, that was the score after second end, but after 3 ends, it's another point to the US, and they lead Great Britain 2 points to 1.
Yeah, a little, like 3 inches from the edge or 4 inches from the edge?
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
So, I think so. So, what's Steve doing?
Still going for like low 13s.
I think, yeah, I think Wade's speed was good
So,
though.
I think Wade's close at that.
Those 15s is maybe good for back speedy after a couple
Yeah.
35.
Some really accurate shooting from the very first throw here in this third end. Such a busy 4-foot circle there, the green circle. The US objective, just trying to frustrate Great Britain, try to really close down that scoring area, make sure that Britain doesn't have an easy time trying to score reds. And indeed, that lovely throw from Steve Empt, it ends up hanging around, stealing a point for the US. And there we are after the third end. It is the US who are leading Great Britain 2 points to 1. We have a really close game out there.
Come on.
As the
Come
score
on.
tells us, it is
Come
2-1
on.
to the US.
Okay.
And
Come
both
on.
teams, they cannot miss this
Come on.
4-foot green circle. She's done it again.
3-4.
Just touching that 4-foot. The colours on the circles, they don't mean anything in the sense you don't get more points if you're in the green or the white or the blue circle. The colours are simply to help your eye. Each stone is simply 1 point.
To your right,
Typically,
10-1.
you really want to try to control access to
Right,
4-foot
2
in the
seconds.
circle.
I've got you. Yep.
That's where you typically score points.
Line is close.
Get that one a bit more than I did last time.
Again, I think it's worth emphasising this accuracy
Come on.
is coming
Come on.
without any sweepers.
12.04. Maybe touch deep. That's all right.
That was a touch deep with Jo Butterfield, but she had a perfect line. And that means
4-4-4.
she has immediately
Don't be
dropped a
light, don't be
stone.
light, don't be light.
That's even in, it's a little bit bigger than 1 foot, but traditionally you would have a 1 foot circle. Exactly as big as a stone, right in the middle.
12-8! 12-8, Steve!
There's our ice player assistant again, just holding the wheels. Put your shoe under the wheel as well to make sure that the player doesn't slip.
Yep.
This accuracy coming with no leg drive, it's only upper body strength.
Let's go, Laura.
And more accuracy from Steve Empt. And the other factor, of course, compared with foot players. Here it is coming in again. Both teams just so accurate with this line now. They're really finding their rhythm in the arena here. But another difference between the wheelchair throwers and foot players.
That's you just outside, just inside
I'm not a
12.
wheelchair
I
user.
think that's good.
Yep.
And I use leg drive
Get fine for you.
to get the power for my stones, and if I kicked out a bit too hard or not hard enough, I have a few seconds to kind of adjust the stone.
Mine's nice.
But not these guys, is that one smooth movement with the arm.
Steal past that guard.
There's no adjustment possible with the throw, and there is no adjustment possible after the throw. And that increases the degree of difficulty as well, and you would hardly notice. Because again, Jason Keane has found that all-important 4-foot circle, the green one.
Yeah. They're still short.
We are not
Lock it
watching a
up.
replay of the third end. This is the fourth end,
Broadside is light.
and this accuracy is
way
just
out.
through the roof. It's fantastic. Objective is pretty much the same for the US here in the fourth end. Just like in the third end, they do not have last stone, they don't have hammer,
Down the broom.
and we're still in the first half. So the
You
US,
gotta
they
come
don't
the
need to
other way,
take
Laura.
risks.
Yeah.
They just want to try to prevent Britain from scoring too many points.
Little bump.
Hit your bump.
Little
Hit your
bump.
bump.
Bump it. Bump it.
And I love to hear the wheelchair players shouting the stone down the ice. That's what everyone else does.
Man.
So why not? And again, the US, they are really fighting fire with fire here.
You're good there, you're right on that yellow string.
Yep.
Same weight as your last.
And have a little jump just to make sure I'm there.
Yep.
Right up.
Because of the aggressive setup in the mixed doubles discipline, you have the stones already placed
Lane's
when
close.
you begin the end.
Oh, it's got the weight.
Can be a little bit harder to play takeouts, so removing stones from play. And you're not allowed to remove stones from play
Doing all
actually
right, Steve.
until the fourth player
Oh,
is
get
in the throwing position.
Go on, Jay.
He's done it again. Look at that.
Beautiful shot.
This is ridiculously accurate. Oh, what an advert for the wheelchair game. Look at that. Makes it round the guard by ½ a centimetre. And I snuggle myself right into the middle. That is some wonderful shooting from the British team.
You're gonna hit this. You're gonna catch it, right? 12-5.
Again, you don't need to take too many risks here, US. This is another end where a score of 1 point to your opposition is fine for you, actually.
Isn't that broom, Laura?
Yeah, be careful here, US.
You need a lot more broom, Laura.
That,
That way.
The US are +1, and at the moment, red is scoring 1, as we can see from our overhead.
That side, but that was.
No, you need a foot and a half.
What
The US
kind of weight?
doesn't really need to take risks going after that red shot. Their best idea is exactly what they did in the third end, just block access. If they give up 1 red point,
Right.
that's okay.
Pull out to the corner, right?
Yeah.
That would make the score level at half-time.
It's all right.
And US would have
Take a breath.
last stone hammer in the 5th end.
I don't mind barrier, yeah.
Yeah.
A little one to your left. Right, like that.
Yeah.
14.5.
Yep.
Got you.
Doesn't feel heavy.
Look heavy. Line was nice.
That scoring area then
Chip the
in the
Ellen
green
bounce
4-foot
out.
circle, becoming awfully crowded, but Jason Keane found a little way in last time. Oh, he's
Just left a little
Yeah,
port
well-
to a draw.
not quite found the way through this time.
Left the gap.
As he said,
A little bit heavy.
he's left a little port now. There's a little gap.
Oh, wait.
And Laura Dwyer,
114 something.
she has an opportunity. Can she thread the needle? That's what Laura
Big
will see
enough
from the
ball to
throwing
get
end.
through
Can she thread the needle and get a yellow in amongst the centre there? Like I said, she doesn't need to.
2-5.
If it's a choice between giving up 1 red and kind of opening up space and making a mistake and possibly giving up 2 reds, then definitely the best decision is just close the scoring area down, close that port down, and make it all but impossible to score more than 1 red.
Now start work. Work. Little more.
Steve Emp just calling that stone down. Ooh. She doesn't quite get to shot position. She is very close. We heard Steve Emp just calling that stone to curl a little bit more. And she had very nice weight, Laura Dwyer. I think there is maybe about 5 centimetres worth of space that Jo Butterfield can find.
Same weight as my first.
This is an incredibly precise shot though. Red is lying 1.
Yeah, just throw the draw, just right out there,
Yep.
draw.
Corner.
Is there enough space for Jo Butterfield to make this 2?
Absolutely spot on. Right there, you know. Yep,
Close.
that's good. What's the way feel like?
Close.
Yep, close. 12-3, Joe, you might tickle it.
Come on.
She just wants to touch the edge of that red and punch it forward.
Out looking.
Again, brave try from Jo Butterfield. Both she and Laura Dwyer, they are looking at all the stones each end when it comes to throw that final 5th shot. Very difficult when the scoring area is so busy like that. Well, that's, again, good work from both teams, but that finally is a score of 1 to Great Britain. The teams agree. So it's finely poised game. 1-1-1-1, and that leaves a score of 2 each at the half-time after the 4th end in Great Britain versus the US. Plenty for the fans to enjoy today.
I think I know what I need to do.
He's playing for that error again. Like, if we commit to the tap, we can, or just as well, like, that's their vision.
First one was all right, that, eh?
I think both teams will be fairly happy with how they're playing. Both teams also now need to find a way to just start to edge ahead.
If not short, though, they just whip around. So
If we keep scoring ones, we will end up at 4 each. And we'll need an extra end to sort it out.
Got it. Done. Do it. I think so one all day. Yep.
The story of the first half is very high accuracy, and that very high accuracy meaning that neither team's really had a good chance to score 2 points yet.
It's definitely later.
Mine's close.
It's really been
Careful, Jake.
one of the
13-7.
teams really nailing that shot to the
Jason, that's the
centre.
one. Come on.
And the opposition just not finding a way to either move it or outcount that stone. Really high accuracy from both teams. Getting that stone in the centre, but then struggling a bit to find enough space to score a second shot.
Tight.
Look how busy that 4-foot green circle is. So really tight scoring, 1 each in the first 2 ends.
Yep.
Just a busy 4-foot in all 4 ends.
Catch the guard, he says.
I don't think it's going to catch guard.
Ends up being stolen point in this third end. That yellow so nicely tucked in the centre. Nothing Britain can do about it. That was a stolen point to the US. But we can see such small margins with this level of accuracy.
Yep. Let's go, Laura.
All 4 players
Yep.
really finding their weight here.
Go, Laura.
Jam there.
Yeah.
Right on.
Go down, Jake.
Line's close. Hope it's looking all right, Steve.
Come on,
Oh,
Jake.
get to him.
That's the one, Jake.
Cheers,
And that
bud.
is the one.
Beautiful shot.
That red ends up being a point for Britain.
Come on,
Oh,
Jake.
get to him.
That's the one, Jake.
Cheers, buddy.
Right on top of the Paralympic Winter Games logo. And really tight game. After 4 ends, 1 point each end. It is 2 points each. There is the overview of the game. Oh, that's interesting, actually, that the US is noticeably more accurate. And that's can be reflected in the stolen points. And you know, Britain stole that first end, so yeah, that's interesting that the US are looking more accurate. But really, both teams finding their weight very nicely in session 4. Who is going to blink first?
Yeah.
Let's keep chatting a few shots ahead as well. Let's not get distracted by what's happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 ahead.
They've not said anything.
second half. And they always do this. You'll see this in the US 4-person team. Both US and Great Britain have teams in the 4-person event as well. And they always do that. A deep breath together. Settle the breathing. Focus. Ready for the next end. Again to our IPAs. There they are, just ordering the stones for the 5th end. The teams both enjoying the halftime music. And why not? That's why you're here, is to enjoy these games. That's where we are. It's finally poised. Neither team finding a way to break free from the other yet. It is the US who has last stone hammer in the 5th end. Joe Butterfield starting us off in end 5 for Great Britain.
In between the two.
Well done. Tiny one to your left. Yeah, it's not bad. 18 seconds. Yeah, playing. It's close.
Well, wait, felt close.
To your right.
Felt close.
Maybe a little bit more is needed.
Go ahead, we get the front.
A little bit more ice.
That's good.
Both teams have a power play that they can use as well. That's when the 2 stones that are pre-placed, instead of being in the centre, they are off to the side. That's an even more aggressive setup.
You, mate, we got this.
And I wonder if we'll see either of the teams use a power play in the second half, just to try to switch up the rhythm of the game. Could that be a way to score more than 1 point, to try to get ahead of the opposition?
Oh, great stone, Laura. That's perfect. Right there. That's money.
That is a lovely throw from Laura Dwyer.
What's the plan now that it's open?
Very nice. Second yellow stone now, ahead of T-line, so that's a dangerous stone. You can use that to push towards the centre. A stone behind the T-line, behind the horizontal line. That stone only gets further away if you're pushing it, so that's why you really want to control that area ahead of T-line.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'll throw it left anyway, so we'll see. Right,
Okay.
13s. High 13s-ish.
Here at Paralympic Winter Games, the
it could be on top of
4-person
that top yellow.
wheelchair curling, that will begin very soon. So both schedules overlap actually. So we don't have anyone doing both events as we had for a few folks in the men's and women's.
That's not bad.
It's not terrible. Use that one.
That was a little bit tight. What was it?
I didn't stop in time, sorry.
I think it was close.
Yeah, I think it was.
We still have loads of mixed doubles curling and all of the 4-person event to enjoy together.
We're still 1-2, right?
We are 1-2.
Yeah.
That's 4 inches apart.
I'd like to get to top 4 there, yeah.
Get under it. You
In
got
turn.
it.
Yep.
Laura Dwyer just confirming, yes.
Because you got no guard.
There's still 2 yellows currently. You see currently lying. That means at the moment it would be 2 yellows closest to centre, 2 yellows scoring. But that is a dangerous red, just played by Britain. The US recognising that. Both teams still have their timeout if they wish as well.
Come on home, baby.
If they want to some advice from their coach, a coach interaction. They can stop their clock, and coach will come down and speak for a minute. I'm starting to wonder if Steve Empt maybe has a little remote control somehow under his stones. Look at this. Sneaking right in behind everything. That is a fabulous shot from him. Look at that, the ice is so curly.
Yeah, I don't mind being a little bit tight.
Right,
But he's snuck right in behind all of it.
There you go. All right, lower nines.
Right, arm straight. Pull on that stabiliser.
And the first maybe peak of danger then for the team from Great Britain, because it's the US who have last stone, and Jason Keane deciding, okay, we need to start moving some yellows here. He's done that pretty nicely.
Right.
About 8-4.
Big shot.
8-4.
Heavy, right?
A little bit.
You want it
A little bit
again?
heavy. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What he's done is
You like that?
moved 2 of the yellows behind T line
Swing a little bit more.
and cleared a lot more space.
and sit here.
I like this same draw.
Okay.
Same draw.
Plenty of room. Take 2 feet off.
You heard Steve Empt saying safe draw. You can see the risk. If he tried to push that red, if he tried to take that red out of play, there are 3 yellows behind it that might catch it. So he's saying, you know what, I've got good weight.
Same weight.
Draw weight, that means a stone that lands in the rings in the house. And deciding that's the safer option just now. A little bit higher than his first throw. So there are a lot of yellows now lying around, but the difficulty is
See what I mean about I don't like that red?
all of those yellows are behind T,
I know you're right, but I don't like it.
Well,
and that red is still a danger.
no, like a 13 and just put it over there in a way.
But then if we hit it,
Or you just hit the open one.
I would not hit the open
Yeah.
one. I
Yeah.
think there are too many yellows lying around.
Edge of 4.
Yeah.
You sure?
I think you
Oh,
need
yeah,
a second red in there if you hit and roll.
No, they're just following you if you do that.
They are on there.
Yeah, edge of button.
Right. Edge of button.
Yeah.
If you hit and
Hit
roll
that top
here,
red.
you're leaving an awful lot of yellows hanging around, and you don't have last stone, Great Britain.
Yeah, that's good.
Right up.
Right,
we'll
975.
take care here.
Low 9.
975. What's
Calm
that?
down, Jay. Low
You ready?
9s.
Right up. Line's close.
9 is close. When you go down.
Cool. 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 Cool.
Oh, that's a good shot from Jason
Nice,
Keane. He took a risk against my advice, but that's why he's out there throwing.
Thank you.
And I'm just telling the story.
We got a little.
So this was a courageous shot. If this shot had gone wrong, they were looking at a hat full of yellows. So still some yellows hanging around, but importantly, there are now 2 reds in play. And more difficult for the USA to remove both reds rather than a single one. The US team also both somewhat more experienced at the 4-person discipline, but highly experienced at this level. They've both played multiple world championships with the 4-person team. And really thriving in this new mixed doubles environment. Solid throw from Steve Empt.
9-4, good weight.
And 2 interesting stones to come. Look at all those yellows hanging around. But
Little narrow.
look at that happy little
Right, still got
red
it.
currently hiding behind everything.
Clockwise, yeah.
I think so. Let me look.
Again, though, just a sniff of danger for Great Britain here. If something happens to that red,
Yeah.
they are losing a
Is
basketful.
that just inside 12, yeah?
Not easy to get to the red. But I think, yeah, they either want to put another guard on,
Yeah,
try to
okay.
really block
Full
access
12.
to the red completely, or they want a second red as a little companion and make sure the US can't remove them both.
Yeah, lay out. There you go. Lane's close.
I think the weight's close, but looks a bit fast.
It's close. But even when you plug the hole, I don't mind.
Oh dear.
Get the chip. 12-5. It's much harder, Joe. They've only got to draw for one, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that has found a good spot for the British team.
Hit the ball high.
Is there a way to get to that red?
You've got to hit that red. Perfect.
It's hard, I think.
Would you
They're
risk
going
it?
to draw for one. They're going to draw for
Would
one.
you risk it? Draw for one, I'll wait for one.
Have Britain done enough?
12-5.
Yes, they have. The US ignoring that red, feeling like, no, there isn't a way to that red. There's nothing we can do to remove it. The best we can do is to just try to score better.
Got it, Laura.
I think it's 3-7.
The British team then really throwing good stones under pressure there. There was definitely danger in this 5th end.
Right on.
There was a heap of yellows building up. So the British team should take good confidence from this end.
Come on.
And Laura
3-1.
Dwyer has no choice but
shot,
to just
Laura.
try to
Real nice.
outdraw this red. Again, look at that, no sweeping. She just does that with one smooth action, one push forward with her upper body strength only, and wonderful shot
how
from
much?
Laura Dwyer.
I did not.
Big smile for her, quite right.
No, I did.
What? How was it? Perfect job?
So still no breakthrough. Both teams
On the 3 seconds, so it's a half.
going toe to toe here. There is Laura Dwyer's final throw. No sweeping, and just finding shot position perfectly. A well-deserved clap for you, miss. So no breakthrough yet. That was a score of 1 to the US. It looks like a bit of a boring defensive game. It is far from it. It is the US who lead Great Britain 3 points to 2.
I got you. Thank you, sir. Okay.
Oh, so you're saying I'm throwing where they?
It's only intern. But I'm going to give you the same broom. It ends up on the forefoot. It's perfect.
I love it.
Again. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir. Very smart. Not fancy.
3-2.
Keep it simple.
3-2.
There's some lovely close-ups of the
Red.
delivery position in the wheelchair game. Plenty of super shots going on here, and again, neither team having a chance to score more than one. Wonderful shot from Laura Dwyer, a real confidence builder for her. But yeah, neither team yet being able to unlock a big score. But what's this we see? There's a little red box in the background at the start of the 6th end. And that means the red team, that's Great Britain. They've called a power play. Stones then not in the centre. The stones are now placed to the side instead. And Great Britain, the red team, they can decide which side they prefer. There's no rule about it. It's entirely up to you.
You think that was the right time? 2-6.
What is the point of power play? Well,
You can slow down.
Well, let's learn on this one.
Slow it this way.
power play is designed to give you an even better opportunity to score more points. How does it do that? Well, we've seen how crowded it can get when the stones are placed on that centre line. And the accuracy is high as it is in this game. You can see how busy it gets in the centre.
He's not far away.
It can be hard to score more than one. And what power play does, it takes the play away from centre. So you have a better opportunity to set up a shot away from the centre line and then score a second shot with your last throw because the centre is now clear.
Play that. That's where it went. That's where it wanted. Didn't expect to make it that perfect.
That is again a great start from both teams.
Perfect.
The freeze was plan B.
Well, we said to that guy.
The US ignoring the stones to the side and playing towards the centre. There are different ways of trying to play against a power play.
You got it. You
That's one of them, is to just ignore the stones at the side and just keep playing towards the centre instead. That's the way to crowd the scoring area, as we've seen. But crucially, you don't have that guard out front to start with in the centre. And that tends to mix the play up a bit here in power play. The US have not used power play. Maybe we'll see that in the 7th or 8th end. And both teams still have their 1 minute timeout for coach interaction if they want.
Come on, get over here.
Laura Dwyer calling that shot to curl a bit more.
That was the right call, though, because that was behind the team and come down to it.
Not quite perfect, so Steve Emp looking a little contemplative. See Laura Dwyer, she was saying, just curl a bit more, just curl a bit more. That's found a decent spot.
Liners up a fraction high, Joe.
Make sure your cue's on. Oh, you're edge of it middle 8 at the moment.
Don't mind being a bit high.
Yeah, that's just outside 4.
Yeah.
Right, I've got you.
All right, on. Right. Oh, it's not a bad throw.
Bad throw,
I
like
feel like I've had to really get out of it, like. Come on, stay there.
It's all right.
And that's okay from Britain.
Yeah.
What
I don't
way?
mind even being
He
like
does leave that yellow
I felt like I had to.
in shot position.
Just swung a lot more. I think it just swung a lot more,
Yeah.
to be
But
honest.
unfortunately, there are still 2 reds for Great Britain
Greatest, though.
hanging around away from the centre. So danger is building for the
I think
US
I want to
here.
hit one of them. I want to hit it. You want to freeze on it? That's fine, but you got to be here.
Now let's hit it.
You want to come downhill?
Hit it. 9-5.
This way?
Yep.
Anywhere here is gone.
That is some really good accuracy from Steve Emp, 75%. As I said, I know plenty of people who typically play using leg drive. They can adjust the delivery. They have sweepers. And they'd be doing well to reach that level of accuracy.
A little more.
9-5.
Ah.
That's fine from Steve Emp. That's a
1-2.
really good shot, actually. That's really neutralised the
1-2.
danger.
Yes,
You are 1-2.
1-2.
And that great decision from the US team The field of play much more open here in the power play setup. And that given the opportunity to neutralise danger more by removing stones rather than trying to get ahead of those stones to the centre.
Perfect. It's not far away.
Come on.
Both teams then finally unleashing some higher weight shots. That's really nice again from Jason Keane. Very important that
You get away.
his red hang around after removing the yellow, and he's done that beautifully.
Hit the stick, buddy. Weight was perfect.
Need more. Need more. Need more. Sit, 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 sit. Sit.
Super shot from Steve Empt, really. Both teams still going toe-to-toe here. You get the feeling this game is going to come down to just maybe one loose shot by one of the teams, and the other team taking advantage of it.
I don't know. Draw.
Could be on the open, you're going to hit it.
It's in the open, I'll hit it. Otherwise, I'll draw under. I'll count that red. Yes? What else?
That's interesting. We can hear the US team. They already anticipate what shot Britain will play here, putting themselves in Britain's shoes. Okay, what's the best shot for them? And the US already talking about that future situation.
Mine's not bad.
That's exactly how to play curling very well, is to anticipate the future situation. If we do this, they do that.
Come on. It's good, Jay. Come on.
So that's fine for Jason Keane. He has removed both yellows, and that's important.
Right, happy days.
He would have loved to stick around with this red, though. That's why he was asking that stone to just keep curling, and then the red was more likely to stick around.
But he's got to be shot here.
Hi.
Yeah, important decision here for US.
Make her hit. Just like
Okay.
going there.
Make her hit. Thank you.
Keep going there.
Throw the draw.
We're back to where we started.
3-1.
I thought it was 3-4 now.
All right. I'll split the difference. 3-3.
The two
I don't want to
placed
be back
stones.
house.
They've been sitting there patiently all end. Then just going for a simple draw. Draw is a stone that will land in the house in the rings. That's coming up short though. I think that's about the first shot she's missed.
Back house. Even back house, she didn't have to hit it.
What they were trying to do was tempt Britain into hit and roll rather than a hit and stick. And they can get 2 points instead.
You freeze them at the draw.
And in Scotland, you would call this shot the final throw in the sixth end. Joe Butterfield on the throw, and in Scotland, you would call this a find the paint shot.
13 now.
You would say find the paint,
I think
Lassie.
13's probably bad.
I think it is.
If this stone touches
I think it can be
any of the
anywhere
paint,
from like 12 here, so.
Yeah.
It will be 2 points to Britain.
You're edge of blue. You're not far away.
There you go, Joe.
Okay. There you go. How far away? What's the way it feel like?
Got close.
Felt close, says Jo Butterfield. She likes the throw.
Come on.
Does look pretty nice. She's
13
staying well away from
Jo.
that stone. Just thrown by US. It just has to touch the paint. She's done that
Get
beautifully.
in, Jo.
And I wonder, was that the mistake? That throw just coming up short from Laura Dwyer. Was that the mistake that this game's been waiting for?
Did you see that big?
Well played by Great Britain. Their power play results in a score of 2.
Swing and tap the yellow, so that was okay, yeah. Perfect, yeah. Perfect. Right.
And a score of 2 to Great Britain. And, we're getting towards the business end of this game. We've only got 2 ends left. And a score of 2 after that 6th end. It is now Britain who sneak ahead. They are 4-3, leading the US. It's Great Britain who are the first team to switch things up by using their power play, going for that aggressive setup. The US start off trying to defend against the power play by playing towards the centre. That's been working for them. But a whole lot of accurate takeouts, removal of stones from play. And we ended up right back at the beginning. And Jo Butterfield with a simple shot to score 2. First score of 2 points then was Great Britain using their power play.
That's perfect. You're right
And
on
in
the edge,
response,
Toss. I've got you.
a little yellow box has appeared on the scoreboard, and that means the USA have chosen to use their power play here in the 7th end. We'll see a similar setup for the stones then, not in the centre. The stones will be placed to the side. And that, remember, that's that extra aggressive
39, Joy. Might be a
setup.
bite in there. Should be in.
Should be in.
The team using the power play, they can decide which side they want to place the stones. That's entirely up to them.
That's a good shot, Joel.
It's nice.
Now
Come
it's
on.
Great Britain who have to try to neutralise this power play, the aggressive setup.
They get a 2 here is good. You know?
The 7th end currently beginning as a direct mirror of the 6th. This is exactly what the US chose to do as well. They just ignored the stones to the side and kept playing towards the centre. That's how to block the path to multiple score,
Come on.
is to block up the centre first.
Come on.
Get on the board.
Get on.
Dwyer, what's that time?
14.
Okay. You're tapping that or feeling that or raising that or...
And that's thrown again, just coming up a little bit short for Laura Dwyer. She really wanted
How about
a
chip it
metre or
on
2
and roll
more
on?
than that.
So,
If we could have magicked
draw
her some
tap.
sweeping,
and you're going to...
we would
have
certainly have got that
separation
stone
and something.
to draw a little bit further.
On full 12.
That's perfect.
But no sweeping here in wheelchair game,
Let me get a
increasing
time
that degree of difficulty
Okay.
every time.
Got you, Jake.
Good. Feels nice.
Traction inside.
Yeah, a little bit, but weight feels pretty decent.
Good. 13-3. Sergey. Beautiful shot, Jay.
That is great work
That's the money one.
from the British team.
Come on.
That is how they're aiming to neutralise this power play from the US. They now have 2 reds right in the middle. If the US wants to score anything, they have to do something about those 2 reds. And that's why that shot from Laura Dwyer was a danger, because that gave Great Britain a little space to hide behind now. US power play not quite starting out as they wanted. They need to fix this situation in the centre. And I think that's a wise choice. Yeah, that yellow was too dangerous out front. It was only helping Britain. Even though they're removing their own stone, I think that was a good decision.
Yeah, like that. That's full 12.
Right, come on.
Look at you, Jay.
Feels lighter than the last.
Line's close.
Line's close.
The strategy then from Britain, defending against the US power play, going very well for them. They are just piling towards the centre.
13-9.
As we said, if the US wants to score anything,
should be nice.
they now have to do something about 3 red stones on the centre. And this is super play from the British team.
Yeah, it's got a bit deep. Just a little bit deep.
Definitely lighter than the last.
He's got to, it's still, I think one of them's going to jam quite a lot, though.
Oh, he's still got to put some.
He's not getting all 3.
Sorry, again.
Making him do something.
9-5.
I think we shall be seeing
wanted to be at.
the next stone coming at pace. We need to do something about those reds
Yep.
if we want to bring that yellow to the side, the placed stone. If we want to get that back into play, we need to start clearing these reds away.
Just run it straight, Laura.
Big throw from Steve Empt. Certainly got 1.
Sit. Sit.
And that's okay, actually. Now there are 2 little yellows hiding behind. We call it a corner guard. It's guarding the corner of the sheet rather than the centre. And now there are 2 little yellows hiding behind. A little bit of danger then for Britain.
Same ice, I think.
Yep.
14-5, 15's okay.
Yeah. I'd like it to be long.
Pardon?
I'd like it to be long.
So 15's okay then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ice is good. Line is good. Let me get a time.
Right.
So you go 15.
Yeah.
Zone 2 is good.
A couple of ways of dealing with this situation. You can continue to use the best form of defence, being a better attack.
A little bit heavy, I think.
Well, it's up to them then. We've got to deal with it.
And that's what Britain are doing. Or you could play towards the side yourself and try
Yeah,
to
take what you
neutralise
lost.
those yellows that way.
Oh yeah, a fraction on.
And that's fine there.
Worst shot I could
Again,
do.
it's very difficult to remove all 3 of these yellows, and the US running out of stones to do so.
Would Luke just say keep piling them on?
Potentially.
Keep piling them on, says Jason Keane. That is absolutely working for them.
Yep.
Tight room.
Out turn.
Same thing. Like that, then. Like that.
High weight coming in from Steve Empt. Oh, that's a lovely one.
Get out, get out, get out, get out.
He wants that red to go as far as possible. That is a very nice shot from him. There's a situation before. And yeah, there was no way to remove all the reds, but he's removed one and he's punched one far enough away that it's no longer a danger. That's a good result for him.
What do you see?
We're line 1, but if we can line 2 and freeze their yellows.
That way.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I like that.
And even if it lies in the open in the 8 foot, that's fine.
Go on, yeah. I like that.
So long as we lie second shot.
Okay, same way as my first.
Yeah.
What ice? Let's have a look. That red stone?
Red stone, I think.
Yeah, like that.
Jason Keane again, telling us all what we need to know. He said as long as we are lying second shot, he is absolutely correct.
The edge of that red.
They need a second red stone
Middle of the red stone. Yeah.
in the house. So big pressure on Joe Butterfield here.
Actually, right on the red stone. In 2 seconds.
The risk with attack being the best form of defence is that if you get it wrong, it can go really sideways for you.
High.
Says it's a bit high. Looks okay to me.
Come on.
Weight's good, Joe.
Come on.
No, it's not high at all. It's
That's
a little
shape.
bit short. Yeah, that is a shame. That, as we said, that was a pressure shot for Joe Butterfield. She hasn't missed very many.
You're getting it. 13-7. That's kind of what we played for 35.
It's just a slightly different path as well here in power play. Paths on the ice that not so many stones have gone across yet, and sometimes that can just catch you out a bit. Just switching up the paths on the ice to be used. And indeed, Joe Butterfield just getting caught out a little bit there. That stone coming up short, and that means there is a huge chance for Laura Dwyer here. Her teammate Steve Empt doing his best to set her up with a chance.
Good. Right on. A little more, a little more. Curl, curl.
Steve Empt
Have
doing
enough of
everything
it.
he
Have enough
can
of it.
to
Have
persuade
enough
that
of it.
stone to go.
Spin it.
Oh, that is surely one yellow,
One yellow.
and that feels like a pity. Lots of yellows lying around, but that red not quite spinning out far enough. So yellow onto red. You can see why Steve Empt was calling that stone to keep curling, keep curling. Doesn't quite find enough curl.
First shot right here.
But yeah, good shot, Laura Dwyer.
2 seconds.
Steady, steady, but that's a score of 1 then to the US. And we are set for an 8th end showdown after 7 ends. In Great Britain versus the US, it is 4 points each.
Tackle the ice and bump it.
US responding to Britain's very effective power play. They call a power play of their own, but an early
That's the
mistake
money one.
from the US, dropping a stone short. And that gave Britain all the chance they were needing to start attacking that centre line, make life difficult for the US. Steve Empt doing some terrific clear-up work. And a chance for the US with their final throw. So making 1 point, but they'll be a little bit disappointed. They could have had a chance for more, but it's 4 each going into the last end. We will almost certainly not be having an extra end in this game. The score is currently 4 each. The blank end is
13.
incredibly unusual in mixed doubles. because we already have stones in play. This discipline is designed to have stones in play. So a blank end is spectacularly unusual. Scores are tied.
Come on, come on, come on.
Objectives
Come
very
on.
simple.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Both
Gotta
teams
go.
need to score
Gotta
one.
go.
Keep going. Finish up.
It's
Now stop.
easy, 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 easy.
You made it go so much. Oh.
That yellow slipping on a little bit further than Laura Dwyer wanted.
You made me breathe on it. I thought I wasn't going to make it. You're like, gotta go.
It just sneaks around the guard, but because the ice is super curly, and it's got a little bit of running in at that stone, it's just slipped on a little bit further than she wanted, but could still be useful. Both teams have used their power play. The little red and yellow box on the scoreboard
I almost asked you for more.
indicates a power play end. Both teams have used that.
Right on, mate.
We are back to having the place stones on the centre line. Both teams still have
It's heavy.
a coach interaction if they wish.
Just struggling to get out there, you know.
That's the hog line, the green horizontal line.
14-8, Joe.
The stone, all of the stone has to be over all of that line
Struggling to get
to
out
be in
there.
play.
So we
That
can
is
try and get out.
an early mistake from Joe Butterfield,
I'd be lined up a touch high as well, so...
I kinda
It is
thought
Britain
That was why I was wanting to just come top, like,
who will have
close
last
that zone
stone
down,
of
put a
this
bit back
game.
in if I had it, but I just
Joe maybe making her life a little bit difficult there. She didn't want that stone to come up short.
Steve, where do we have you? Less than middle?
Good. Middle.
okay.
You got it.
Yeah, go back to it, just land on.
What is the easiest way for the US to score 1 point? Well, they don't have last stone.
Walking.
They will not have final say in this game.
Come on.
Keep walking.
Come on.
So something like
Come on,
this.
Don't stop, don't stop.
Get
Keep
on
coming.
there.
Come on, come on, come
Get
on.
on there.
Get there.
Get on there.
More.
Get on
Not
there.
enough.
Both players really cheering that stone down the ice. It stopped ever so slightly short, but
Game of patience.
yeah, a little patience, says Laura Dwyer. That's wise advice. The best way for the US to give themselves a chance
You're going to follow it
is
down. You touch your way.
as close to the centre as they can.
You're going to move them back and you're going to
Centre guards out front. Try to make it hard for Britain to score. What is the ideal situation for the British team? It's exactly the reverse. Joe Butterfield would like to be looking at no stones
Where
at all.
What?
Straw.
She would like another find the paint shot. And I'm not sure
We
about
won
this,
up,
Britain.
yeah?
Just that. So
Okay.
if I tickle that yellow back and plop in,
I don't think you need to. I think you just need to stop the draw then.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
think I prefer here
perfect.
Corner.
trying to clear the centre guards, actually.
Corner, I short
Yeah.
the, you know.
That
fourth
top yellow's half in, so
I think if you do nothing about the centre guards,
that's right.
I think you're giving Joe Butterfield
Right.
too much pressure here. If
Right
you
on the corner, Jay.
try to remove those centre guards, at least you can
13.
see
Yep.
the stones in the house.
How do you feel?
Right out
This is
there.
the higher risk shot, is the more aggressive shot rather
Touch
than
heavy.
conservative approach, removing guards.
Cool. Cool.
Well, that's pretty good.
Shot, Jay. Sorry.
It is very close to centre.
Can I?
That's exactly the stone they said they wanted to play. Was just get a little redirection off that yellow. Roll ever so slightly towards the centre.
Then this is right here.
Now the issue is,
Yeah. Like that.
You got the draw weight.
Yep.
the issue is exactly if Steve Empt has good draw weight, that's the view from above. If he can just follow that stone and cover the hole, there will be very little Britain can do about it. You've got one crack at this, sir.
13-2. You're good.
A little more.
You and me.
It's on its way. If this yellow can find its way right to the centre, it will put Great Britain in a heap of trouble.
Stay straight. No.
Stay straight, he says. He needs to get round this guard. It's got round the guard.
Bump it. Bump it. Bump it.
So over-curling a little bit. It is still red line shot, but two dangerous yellows right ahead of it.
No, that was 16-6. Ahead of me 13.
There's that yellow coming in. Yeah, just over-curled a little bit there. A squirrely situation
The yellow?
here at the playing end. Two dangerous yellows, but not easy to access either of them.
Yeah, like that. They'll carry you.
Could that be the mistake that will change this game? Very few misses from either team here.
Sorry for the language. Oh, sorry, Joe.
Time out. I'm going to go down and have a look.
Yeah.
We could not have asked for a more engaging finish. Scores are tied. 2 stones each to come. The US has called for a timeout. What's the best plan from here? Let's listen in.
Hit the run back and try and catch this right yellow one and slash it back this way. Right?
Okay.
It's also a yellow tap.
What's that?
That yellow tap. You can almost tap that yellow.
That look?
The in-turn tap?
Yeah,
Think so?
I do.
There. It's absolutely there.
I absolutely do.
Even if you tap it over a little bit, get everything lined up, right?
Yeah.
If you tap it over, even if you don't get shot, it'll be lined up to run it back, right?
Going
Next
I don't know what you're saying.
You going in-turn tap?
If you tap the yellow one over and don't get shot, you still have the opportunity to run the middle one back, right? And then they'll be lined up, okay?
I don't.
Either you have that shot or you have the run back.
I like the in-turn tap.
What's the run back? I don't need to know it.
I like no.
I don't
like
wanna
the
know
in-turn
it.
tap. I like the in-turn tap.
Like, we have to make contact. If we don't make contact, we're done,
Right.
right? So either blow it up, or something what happens, right? So if you miss this one, you go.
So you run about
Yeah.
before the button. Out turn, run on the yellow.
Right. I think you don't have to throw it that hard, just so you hit it back, right? Okay.
A little bit off center.
Yeah, you don't have to smoke it.
The official
Just-
saying
9-5.
time's up.
You
It's
like
a
that
1
better than
minute
the draw tap
Yeah.
here?
coach interaction.
Where do you want the broom? You're on the top yellow?
Yes. Yeah, we're going out turn. So we go yellow onto yellow. We go yellow onto yellow. We want to hit
Discussing
it
the
about
different options.
5 o'clock.
The team and their
5?
coach.
Yeah. 5:30. 5:20 to 5.
Right there.
Out turn.
Won't say it straight. What are you throwing? 9-5?
Yes.
Picture of concentration, Steve Empt. This game couldn't be any tighter.
Nine five.
9-5.
Still red line short. Yellow need to find a way to either get to that space or make a space. Both teams have really plenty of time.
Stay there.
No danger there.
Stay there. Stay there.
Oh, look at that. I think he's got some kind of a result. So it was yellow firing back into the pile. And look where that yellow has landed. I think yellow shot, and that was the risk, Great Britain. That was the risk of leaving those guards out front. If yellow can somehow get a shot in behind it, you are in all kinds of trouble.
Hey, hey.
It's a good shot. I'm glad you saw that. It's not one of them.
It's yellow.
Yeah.
It's definitely yellow.
It is definitely yellow. The high risk, high reward strategy backfiring a bit for Great Britain. They need to find a way out of this, and their coach is there for his timeout.
I think make that, yeah. How do we make it?
Put shite on the outside. Yeah. High tens.
Can't hit too thin.
With a fluff underneath it.
Just what weight you want to play at.
High tens.
Does it need to be that much?
I think you can throw it heavier if you want.
Okay.
Whatever's the easiest way to hit that high. Like you can throw normal hit weight if you want.
Yeah.
What you seeing? Normal hit weight.
Aye.
Normal hit weight.
Edge of eight.
Hit half stone, it probably does it.
Edge of eight.
I like that. I think it's a bit less than edge of
Yeah,
it.
it's close.
See that? We'll have it when we get back up there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, quarter stone's perfect.
yeah, let's do it. Low nines.
Thank you.
I like that.
Yeah.
The British team choosing early on in this end
You got it,
to
Jay.
play the high risk, high reward, aggressive strategy. But as I feared, they've made their own life a bit difficult now.
Right. I quite like that white sign. The white square.
I can give you a little bit more. You want to catch it thin? You can't hit it too thin, I
Seems
said.
even half a stone square.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Just higher than that's good. That's perfect just there. You want it to caster, yeah?
That's perfect.
Right, I've got yellow now.
Yeah.
Big shot here for Jason Keane. He wants to give his teammate
A bit inside.
a chance at least with her last throw. Spectacular shot from Steve Empt, putting all the pressure back on Great Britain. This is what their coach suggested.
That'll work.
That does work.
That'll work.
Big sigh of relief in Team Britain. And gosh, he needed that one. Really accurate stone, very well done from the British pair there.
Range on there.
And the momentum has swung again.
And then
What a finish to our featured game here in session 4.
And then we've got that. Yeah.
Thanks, Steve.
Come on. They've got that, we've got that.
Yeah.
Just keep moving.
2-5.
Top 5.
One stone each to come, one from the US, one for Great Britain. After 2 spectacular stones each. One each for both teams there. Laura Dwyer releases her final stone of this game.
Stay out. Stay out.
Oh, not a chance.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, and that's going to overcurl.
Decent play. Congratulations. Congratulations.
So no need for Great Britain to throw their final stone.
All the way around. Nice job.
Got themselves in a bit of a pickle.
Yeah, one ready.
Got themselves right out of that pickle. And big sigh of relief. The high risk, high reward has finally paid off.
What a game.
Really well played.
What a game
That was
indeed.
close game.
That was a super one for us to watch. It will be a score of 1 to Great Britain. They don't need to throw their final stone in the 8th end. And that will be a second win on the board for them.
Thank you.
They are getting better and better in this competition.
Come on! Yes!
They're really finding their stride.
Sign it.
Plenty for the US to feel confident about. Still this competition wide open.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Oh, that final throw from Laura Dwyer. Just curling too early. Didn't really give it a chance to get to that yellow stone to punch forward. And that will be a second win on the board for Britain. They will join the US on 2 wins. And this competition still wide open. That is the final result in really super game. So accurate. Really coming down to the very last throw. And it is Great Britain who finally get a hard-won point. They triumph over the US, 5 points to 4.
We'll take it. I have no idea.
Okay. Bathroom or not time? Bathroom.
Disappointment for the US. And you can feel for them, that game could have very much gone either way.
Gotta go through this one.
They mustn't let their confidence dip.
And it redirected it, yeah.
And then Laura just played tight, and then
That side was just
It was swinging.
slippier and
It was,
swingier.
yeah,
Like,
it was I, and
even
then
the ice they took was probably.
It was a good battle, that one. It felt like a...
It was a good battle, a highly effective coach interaction.
Smart enough to run out.
I think that the muzzle probably be okay with it.
Yeah, similar to yesterday.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
We came
it was
into it today. We were a little slow to start and then got going.
But it was good. It was a good fight.
I
I think Britain maybe played just a slightly cleverer game.
Back here, please. Thank you.
Doesn't that tell a story? Look, the overall accuracy for Great Britain a little bit lower than the US, especially on those draws. But Britain really making key shots when it counts. I think they brought out their power play at exactly the right time. They played the power play